Hello everyone, Pinder Productions here, and today I'm back with my F1 2016 Career Mode Series with round 19, the Mexican Grand Prix, and we now only have 3 races to go, including this one, so let's get straight into practice.
Welcome to Mexico, where we start the weekend with Friday practice. This session will give us a good indication of just who has the upper hand for qualifying tomorrow. A warm welcome once again to the man standing beside me in the commentary box for this session, Anthony Davidson. Hello, Ant. Excited to get underway?
Yeah, absolutely. I always look forward to seeing the cars get out there on track. They probably won't be on the limit immediately, of course. We know that 1 or 2 of the teams are looking to do some work on new aerodynamic packages, so that always takes some time to get into. But it'll be really interesting to see later on in the session what kind of performance gains are there to be found.
There were no R&D events to look at, so I skipped out the laptop part because we ceased the R&D, so there are no R&D points. And I did start off with the track acclimatization test, as always. So coming through the final corner now, and there you go, we have completed this objective through the DRS. And here we are again through the final corner at the end of the tyre wear test. And so we got a purple score, which is very good to see. And next up we have the track qualifying pace test. And so here we are. I just decided to show the entire final sector of this because it's quite nice, this sector in the stadium, and the exit of the S's there is quite flowing as I cut across a little bit, attacking the bollard. I was trying to think of what that was called then. The bollard. I was attacking the bollard. And there we go. Purple score, objective complete. So that was practice. And here we are for resource points. Of course, we don't get to apply them because we did cease the R&D. And then more resource points. And let's listen to the voicemail.
Hi, it's Emma. Your qualifying goals came up in the board meeting this morning. Here's what to expect.
So those are our qualifying goals. Let's go to the lap.
Welcome to qualifying here in Mexico, where the cars will be going out on track very shortly and battling it out to secure pole for tomorrow's Grand Prix. This is the kind of track that eats rear tyres for breakfast, or so I'm told by more experienced drivers than myself.
Well, tyre management is key here, specifically the rears. It's all too easy to overheat and wear the rear tyres as they are punished out of the low-speed corners. Most teams won't be able to avoid some kind of issue here, especially the teams that are running less downforce.
Now here at the end of the qualifying lap, exiting the stadium section under the bridge and on to the pit straight to cross the line and get first place. So there we are, first place confirmed there for the Grand Prix. And here are the resource points. Rivalry update with Hamilton, as well as driver position. I'm the first driver now, so I can't max out anymore. Let's listen to the voicemail.
Hey, how are you? I have some information on the race goals you should keep in mind.
So those are the race goals. Let's go to the start.
Formula One may have been absent from Mexico for 23 years, but after 2015's triumphant return, it was as if we'd never been away. In Mexico, a Grand Prix is more than just a race. It's a celebration of speed and of bravery. There's nothing quite like the atmosphere in the stadium today. They'll be drowning out the cars with their noise as they make their way through on lap 1. At 2,285 metres above sea level, the thin air of the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez poses a unique challenge, not just to a driver's skill, but to the efficiency of their engines as well. 17 corners make up a lap of this 2.6-mile circuit, and you can expect incredible speeds in excess of 220 miles per hour, and overtaking too into the hard braking zones of turns 1 and turn 4. And joining me amongst the cheers of the phenomenal Mexican fans, it's Anthony Davidson. And welcome along to this historic circuit. What an occasion this is.
Yeah, it's hard to believe when you see the passion this country has for the sport that Formula One was away from Mexico for so long. It's fantastic to be here, and let's hope that the race lives up to the party atmosphere we've got going. It's a real fast track this. We get up to Monza levels of speed down the main straight thanks to the high altitude here at over 2,000 metres above sea level. And with that comes the challenge of having less downforce in the corners. So that makes it a really demanding circuit, both for the drivers and engineers.
You've done well to put it on pole, but we've still got work to do. Trying to cover the inside line off the start.
So before the off, let's remind ourselves of yesterday's qualifying session with a look at the starting grid. It's Ferrari in pole position then, with Nico Rosberg alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Hamilton, Vettel, Daniel Ricciardo and Verstappen.
My race strategy was a super soft one stop, pitting on lap 6. Here we are for the race start, straight up into Rich Mix, even before the lights go out. I just realised you could do that while playing online lobbies with my friend. And here we are, because it's a long straight, I decided to put it up into Rich Mix straight away. I put on a little bit of extra fuel as well for this start. And we are keeping ahead on this straight, even though everybody else has slipstream. Will they get us into the braking zone? Doesn't look like it. I'm going to try to leave a little bit of space. It looks like they've been a bit caught up. Yellow flags there. What's gone on? And has everybody got through clearly? Oh no. Safety car. Really? Safety car? How many laps is this going to stay out for? Okay, I think it's best that we have a look, see what happened. Because I want to know what did happen there. There's a pile up at why can't they? What's happened? What happened? So wait, that's a Mercedes. Rosberg's stat all the way down there. What happened to Rosberg? He was about second or third, wasn't he? Something happened to Rosberg at turn 1. Yeah, as you can see, they've all piled up there at turn 1, and so they've all caused a safety car. The AI are all idiots. So yeah, you can see there, as we follow the manor, they all caused the safety car. So we've got to go to... Oh, apparently I'm now heading too quickly. So now we have to go round to the safety car. We have arrived at the safety car. Let's slow down for it. Hang on. What's going on? What's going on? What? No. What? No. Let's rewind. That can't. We were first, obviously. Right. Let's slow down. For the safety car. It's ghosted me. What? No. What? What is going on with this? Right, let's try this time. Safety car, let's slow down a little bit earlier. It's ghosted me again. What's it doing? It's ghosted him quick. What? Oh my gosh. What is it doing? I've lost the position to Ricardo because of the game safety car. So I've lost position for no reason. What is Codemasters doing here? I have no idea. But I've just lost the position. Hopefully the safety car will go in quickly so I can take that position back. Lap 4 now, and the safety car has finally decided to come in. So now we are going to be able to have a chance to overtake Ricardo on the restart. I need to stay close in this final stadium section. I really like the stadium section at Mexico. It's really cool how they sort of got half a kind of football stadium and the track goes like through the middle of it. I really think that's a good idea for getting a lot of fans to see the cars at once. But also it creates a really good atmosphere, and I like that they put the podium there instead of having it on the pit straight. So yeah, I really like that. And here we are on the restart now. We haven't been able to overtake Ricardo yet, however we are gaining in his slipstream as the Mercedes of Lewis Hamilton tries to game in my slipstream. Are we going to get Ricardo into the braking zone? No, I'm not going to risk it here. I can risk it next straight because now I am much closer out of this corner than I was before, and I am keeping close in his slipstream. Am I gaining? Yes I am. I'm pulling, I'm gaining horsepower advantage here, braking now down into 3rd gear, and we have made the move back into 1st place after a stupid really glitch that happened with the safety car where Ricardo was just put a place ahead of me. So now we are back into P1 where we belong. I decided to come in on lap 7 instead of lap 6 because I had the tyre wear to go an extra lap, so I decided I'd try that and see if I could get a better end of the race, because I'd be on the soft tyres for less time, and I'm out ahead of Bottas, so I haven't been held up by anyone. That is good. As I go down the pit lane, just seeing if any cars are coming in, which it looks like they are on the mini-map there, and out we come. I should really look forward to here. We're coming out behind Palmer. Will we be out behind Haryanto? No, we're out ahead of Haryanto. Let's get into the racing line now for the braking zone, and let's aim to overtake some of these cars ahead, because there's a big train of cars here and it could be quite easy with them going quite slowly. I'm going to be on a charge on fresh tyres to overtake these cars as we close up in the braking zone of turn 4, I believe that corner is. So we are quite close here. We're not going to get him right now. I think we might get a chance entering the stadium section. I don't think I'm going to make a move in the S's. It's just not it's too risky. It's better to keep on line, get good lines through here, keep close, and then overtake him after a long-ish straight or on a straight of some sort. So I'm going to keep it in rich mix because we've got the extra fuel to burn. So I could probably keep it in rich mix for the rest of the race, to be honest. Down 3 gears, not going to be close enough. Let's try and get close enough so that we're within DRS range of Jolyon Palmer, so I can make a move on the pit straight, because I have more horsepower than him, unless he goes into the pits, which would be interesting. Although he's on the soft, so he'll be staying out a while. Yeah, he's going in. Nazar is anyway. And are we going to get DRS? Yes, we are. We were definitely close enough. My teammate's in the pits. I've overtaken him again, and here we go, moving up to the inside line to get the move done on Jolyon Palmer. We're gaining, and we are ahead, as you can see from the proximity area. He's going to try and get back, but no, he can't. He's been squeezed out of it. And there we go, we got DRS again now on a longer train of cars. Can we get Sainz or a couple of these cars into the braking zone? Late braking manoeuvre. I'm going to get to the inside line and braking. Oh, a bit late there, sliding a tiny bit. Can we get the move on this Haas? No, we can't. I'm going to give it space. Is Sainz going to come back at us? Oh, you can see his front wing there. Can you see him in the rearview mirror? I'm going to try and keep the inside line. And have we made the move? Yes, we have, from the proximity area. So we have made the move on Carlos Sainz now to keep close to the Haas. This is really exciting racing, I think. I was really enjoying driving this part of the race, overtaking a load of cars. So yeah, I do really enjoy this type of racing, just overtaking people, knowing that I have the net first because I've already pitted and they haven't, but also having the fun of being able to overtake some cars. This is quite fun, I think. So round we go. He's got the inside. I'm going to give it to him. Oh, tapping his rear wheel there, wing to wheel, but it's okay. No damage to me, and I don't think any damage to him. He's staying out, so no damage to him either. And let's get onto the straight, try and get him under DRS, and up to the DRS line now. And here we are. Can we gain on him? Are we being gained on? Possibly a little bit, but we're gaining on Grosjean faster, and we have made the overtake stick, and we are up into P6 in the race. Wow, that's very good. Once we were behind Jolyon Palmer and ahead of rear Haryanto, so P6, that's good. To be back up into P6, and with DRS again, can we make a move on Jolyon Palmer's teammate, who's ahead of us in P5, Kevin Magnussen, braking now. I think he's moving to Haas next year. Yeah, because Esteban Gutierrez won't be there. Oh look, Gutierrez and Magnussen, what a coincidence. Magnussen's just following him round for his seat next year. Anyway, in my analogy it is any, but now we have to follow closely through this S section, try and keep on the racing line, going a bit wide there, not very good, but now we're really closing up. Can we get him in the exit? I'm going to try and keep as close as I can without punting into his gearbox, and now we are not really close enough. Can I make a move? I'm going to try a dive bomb move. Yes, I've made it, and I haven't made contact with him. That's good. He left me the room, and here we are behind Gutierrez now, and we are going to get DRS on him, especially if he doesn't go in. That will be good. Some clean air. No, he stayed out, so we are going to get DRS on him and try and make the move on the pit straight, or at least close up to him, because he's quite far off. It's further off than his teammate was previous lap, so let's try and get up to him. He's making a move on, who's that? Button now. Gutierrez made the move on Button. No, Button's going to get him back. They're holding each other up. Gutierrez is ahead. Button's ahead. What's going on in this battle? They've held each other up. I've got a better exit than the two of them, and I got them even before the DRS zone has begun. And Gutierrez made a move on Button, so Button has had two people overtake him in the span of about 3 or 4 corners. This is exciting. We're up into P3. We're in podium positions. I just needed to take a breather there, because I've been talking for 5 minutes, it says on here, which is quite incredible really, that we've had so much action right now. Just making our way back through the field. Kvyat in second place there. Can I overtake him into this braking zone? I'm going to get him. Yes, I'm getting him before the braking zone, and he's going to keep side by side with me, but I made the move and we are ahead of Daniel Kvyat. And we are going through the exit of the stadium section. Is Alonso going to go into the pits? It looks like he's gone into the pits, and we are back into P1 of the race, in the lead on lap 12. So we've got 6 laps to go. I'm just going to relax it from now, see how it ends up, and hopefully we'll get P1. End of the final lap, and here we go into the stadium section for the final time for some pretty spectacular Mexican flag style confetti. I really like that on the final lap. How they put the confetti there in the style of the Mexican flag. I think that's really good. And now around the final corner to win the race, the Mexican Grand Prix.
You've done everything we wanted today.
So, another excellent win from Ferrari. And I have to wonder, Anthony Davidson, just what set them apart from the competition here.
Well, the safety car completely changed the race, didn't it? It's hard to say exactly what would have happened without it, but there's no question that they came out of that situation in a good position.
And as we can see, it's time for the podium, and as the drivers make their way out, there's a familiar red suit making its way to the And now let's take a look at the driver's standings.
So there you can see the results of the race. I was first, then it was Hamilton, my teammate Vettel, Bottas, Hülkenberg, Perez, Verstappen, Rosberg, Ricciardo and Massa. So Rosberg finished down in 8th in the end, which is fairly good to see really, that he didn't finish too high. Then it's, yeah, Alonso and Kvyat at the back. So yeah, constructors, we are winning the constructors. That's good to see, Ferrari winning the constructors, and the drivers, my teammates moved ahead of Rosberg, so hopefully he can stay ahead in the previous next 2 races, the last 2 of the season, and he can beat him out of P3 in the championship, so that will be good to see as well. There are the resource points that I earned during the race. And how's the rivalry update? I'm going to skip it. There we go. Oh, we've completed it, and we've beaten Lewis Hamilton once again in the rivalry. Driver position doesn't really mean anything anymore. Career score, yeah. And there we go. This is the end of the episode. I hope you enjoyed it. I do like the backdrop there of the Mexican arena bit of the track, the stadium section. Yeah, so thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed, give it a like, comment below, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll see you next time. Bye.